Monbasa, Mvita. Topic: stuck in the maze. This culture of ours is the best. Our technology is the best. Our lifestyle is the best. Let others adapt to our lifestyle and reap the benefits. That's what we say. It started in the West. Family planning, to have a good family, manageable lifestyle, and a time for holidays and fun. The other countries had to learn it and adapt it. Now these countries are stuck in the maze. Countries like Britain, France, and many European countries, couples are not having children. They're experiencing a negative population growth, and others just have one. Others who try have two. And now foreigners who come to these countries are having many children. They have relaxed the rules so that when you have a child, there are benefits. But the mentality that the people developed and the regulations that were put there for the children have made people not want to have children. So there were some years back, I was looking at the population statistics of Britain and some other countries. It is shocking that they had a negative population growth. Negative. The other countries where the population is constant, let's say maybe if there are 19 people, there are 19 people. There are countries where maybe people are increasing by one, so you find. But in Britain, some couples get married and they don't have children. So if the two die, it is -2 permanently. Permanently. Others get married and they have one child. So when the two go, it's -1. So the population is negative. And the lifestyle that the people have had, they don't want. Some would want to have children, but when they think of all that one has to go through, many don't have. What has happened now is the population of foreigners is increasing. And there has been things like people feeling hatred now for the others. They have come, they're increasing, they're taking over everything. They will take over the country because your population is dwindling, their population is growing. That has led to xenophobia and such like things. Some things come out of that frustration. Where are we? The foreigners are taking over. And that urge of having the children is not there. Not that the government is not giving incentives. But the people are used. You get married, you have fun, you go for holidays, you grow old, you go to the old people's home, and you die. But now what is happening, the young population, to give the money that takes care of the people in the old people's home has dwindled. People to take care of those people are not there. So you have to get young people from, that's why many countries are calling for people, come for this, nursing and whatever, we shall give you citizenship, because that young population now is missing. So it is something that was good, because formerly when they started, they had population explosions, the time of the Black Plague and whatever. And when they organized, they thought by cutting down that way, it would be a great advantage. At first, it was a great advantage. Now it's becoming a disadvantage. And it's a mindset that they have got stuck in. They are stuck in the mess. We are also going to talk of other things that has made some countries get stuck in the mess. South America and Africa have this problem. When the white people came, they came with their religion. And we had our traditional religions. And now, many of us got ritualistic, and to that extent, in that we can only think of that, not knowing whether it came the correct way or not. We have put our mind there completely. We argue more than those who brought us the religion. We know it better than them. We are more devoted than they are. They are ungodly and we are very godly. And they're the ones who brought us the religion. So what has been happening again? We've been locked up mentally. People are moving. I'm not saying religion is bad. Religion is good. Have faith. I stress on faith because it does many things. I'm alive because of faith. I wouldn't be. So that has let us be left behind. We are now learning to change. We are learning some things that in religion that we have been believing that have not been there. But you can reason because the moment you try to open your mouth, you are satanic. That is the devil. So you never even see the truth. You are exploited in the name of religion. Your mind is made stuck in the name of religion and customs. Others have been tied in by the chains of customs. We have to make a change. South America and Africa, or else we shall be left behind. We have been left behind by the way. So we are trying to catch up. People are moving. The earth is moving. But we are stuck in those saying that our cultures, I'm not saying cultures are bad, our cultures are the best, so I get stuck within this limit. Embrace culture and change together. That's what I'm saying. So let's not get stuck in the maze. Yes. Getting stuck in the maze. Education systems have been changing. Some countries in Africa had the best. Some have stuck to the best. Some have changed to adapt to what they think is best. But education that is lax. So you find that they are producing people who cannot be able to do even what people of lower education in the former times could be able to do. But we don't want to keep what will keep us moving. We want to go be copycats of what is happening in certain nations. So we copy, we're not able to advance ourselves with it. So we are stuck in the maze. Come to technology. Some countries are moving very fast. When we go for the second hand of the left things to make our profit. So when there are several steps up, we are still back there, trying to catch up with them. So you are stuck in the maze. This could be in technology, could be in our social structures, could be in the way we do things. What happens when we are left behind? We have to try and catch up, but we don't have the technology. So the countries give us the technology, and mostly they take our clever people because we are not very interested to go and produce the very same technologies for us. So we are always left behind. We try to catch up. We try to be like others. We don't. Because we hear people talking, we want to be like these countries. We want to produce like these countries. We want to be in future. While they are doing it at present. By the time we reach there, they would have left. So we shall be playing catch up. So what am I saying? I'm saying that socially, we should adjust. Many countries that are getting clever that way, they are moving at the same level, trying to get whatever, copy, try to make your people innovative, be able to produce things like those other people, so that we keep at par. Because the problem is when others move fast and you're left behind. We've seen what powerful countries can do to poor countries. Sometimes you can have agreements, think they'll protect you, they invade you. There's nothing you can do. Technologically, you can be enslaved. There's nothing you can do. So we have to try to catch up, be moving at the same pace with the others so that we are not stuck in the maze. That is what has been happening. Africa, we are victims to that. Our politicians, our planners plan things that will not advance us very fast to where the others are. Or some things that help other countries but are not to our advantage. So economically, we may be moving with other foreign currencies and we suffer and we say we are in the world class. Whereas we could have adjusted to our own kind of economy or whatever and been comfortable, moving our own pace. That's what countries in Asia have been doing. We try to copy them, but we should move to be at pace with others so that we are not left in the maze. Why am I talking about these things? I'm talking about these things because we have that problem. There's that problem in the world. I told you about discoveries. The first people went to the moon. It was just a place with soil and whatever. Now we have, there is fuel, there are minerals and whatever. These are two contradicting things. We are told about so those people who have the technology now can move together. If there is sand, you all concur, there is sand. Let's move on as the human race. We have that. Another thing that I would like to urge the world. The Bible says, multiply and fill the world. And we were being told that as after a certain number of years, the population of the earth will not be able to sustain the number of the people who have been there. We've seen countries like China with a very large population. In fact, they're having more forest areas. But our mind should not be there. When God said, fill the earth, he talked of the whole earth. The earth, the land mass is just 1/5 of the earth. 4/5 of the earth need people who can be able to adapt and fill. There is a lot of space. We have not filled it. So, like I talked in the past videos, this is a time that human beings should be thinking of moving outwards, spreading outwards. I talked of the aquaculture or the water culture. We should be embracing that. Not only embracing that so that we can depopulate the land, but also to gain new skills so that in future, in case, because I'm talking of in future because there is something I'll quote. In case we have to move to other planets for other things, we shall have gained the technology here rather than going there to try and make these new things which may be devastating doing them there while you can get the skills here. Now I speak this. There were times when we were being told UFOs and whatever they call them, do not exist. I'm talking this because when I was seeing the MUFON files and the other things, it is from a declassified thing in Britain. There are spacecraft, there are the flying saucers, there are triangular spacecraft that come from places unknown, the others that are cigar shaped. So a triangular spacecraft landed near some Air Force base in Britain. It's documented. So when I speak, because it is declassified, I can talk like somebody who is talking the truth. Say talking with some little authority because the thing happened and now it's declassified. It means it existed, it happened. So this thing stopped and the soldier, when those who were closing by, went by. And one of the soldiers reached that craft and he decided to touch it. And when he touched it, he felt like something had been imprinted into his mind. It was in base 2. The ones we learn. You write 0, 1, 0, 1. Those who do computer know base 2. Even in mathematics, people learn base 2. That's what we've been doing. So it was imprinted in that he could remember every detail for a long time. So he decided to copy it in his notebook. And then he ran it in the computer. And what did it say? It said, space exploration for the development of humankind. That is what had been imprinted in his mind in base 2. Meaning that from out there, from this unknown spacecraft, we are being encouraged to do exploration. But how do we advance to that? We've seen some moons like Europa, some other places have a lot of water. Europa, I'm told, it has more water than Earth has. It's basically a water moon. If we are able to diversify and move to the water the way I talked about aquaculture. You can check in the past videos. Chances are, if we are able to make it to that place, and having gained experience here, we can have some population there, some people discovering and moving to other planets can make that as a stopover, because it's not enough to say you are going to Jupiter, or closer to Jupiter, we shall fuel a spacecraft from here to that place. If there are stop bases, maybe you have a base on the moon, you have a base on another place, you go making stopovers. You can refuel those stopovers. You can be able to readjust yourself. And if it is good enough for habitation, you can inhabit. So as we look at these things, let us be real. Let us ensure that we are not stuck in the mess, because we are a species that is focused for more than here. I told you about, when I was talking about those things, we talked about doomsday and whatever. Those were the things that came from the Norse mythologies. Nobody knows the truth. People have been there. These things are happening. They have been happening even in the past. Be ready to venture out. I told you of the world when the world was just Europe, part of North Africa, part of Asia. It was until when Sultan Mahmud took over the capital of the Christian, that people who wanted to go to India for spices have to find a way out, that we went up discovering Americas and the rest. After discovering that, we've been reluctant. Why don't we discover the ocean more? Why don't we discover the other places? Because with new discoveries come new things. Things like maize, which was not there when America was discovered, purples and whatever. Many of the things that we use now, potatoes, were not in our menu. But with these discoveries, we have these things in our menu. Many of us wake up and think they were always with us. They were not. So, as I talk this is especially for the developing countries like Africa and South America and a bit of Asia. We should not look at everything Western in a negative manner. Let's see why they have made changes. There was a time when I used to say they were very ungodly. When I started understanding about God, you see what we are finding out. They knew things we didn't know. And we thought we knew. They brought us the religion. We are zealous. We are more knowledgeable. We are more religious. And we don't know. That's what I'm talking about. So, as I talk about this, let's check on these things that we're talking about. Let's diversify where we stay into the water sources, the oceans, and wherever. Let us change the technological aspect of our countries. Let's be forward best. Let's not be afraid of copying from countries that have advanced. Because from that advancement, we are able to gain space, gain mileage, so that we are able to do things that they do. It's dangerous to be left in civilization. It has got repercussions. And wherever we are going, because if there may be more advanced entities, like you have heard what happened about this interpretation. So that is from advanced entities. So, as we do that, because now that is a confirmed thing, this one is not where we used to say supposing they are. It is advanced from declassified records. We can be able to do things knowing that we are moving as an outside. We may not see them, but our future will see that, because we started a preparation for them. Those people who discovered America, very few settled. Now, people from Spain cover Mexico, people from France, part of Canada, people from England covered most of it, even Australia. If those people are not discovered, that settlement, and now even people from Africa are settling there. Because some people took the initiative, but it was forced because of the war, and they ended up in those places. So let's not war give us that incentive. Let that not the threat of whatever might hit the earth give us that incentive. Let us start out on our own. Because like that message from that triangular foreign craft said, space exploration for the advancement of humankind. That's my take for now.